Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Greg Michalowski. I'm going to take a look at the Aussie versus US dollar and the New Zealand versus US dollar in this video to get your trading started for today in those currency pairs. Today's story is similar to yesterday's story at this time, in that the low price from yesterday stalled against this lower trend line, connecting different lows right through here, here, and here. The low price fell just short of that, and also fell within this swing area through here, where we had a number of different swing lows and swing highs, defining this range ahead of the extremes down through here. So this area did do its job, held support, and the market bounced to the upside. As you can see in trading here today, the low price stalled well ahead of the that low area between the 0.6348 and 0.6363 level. So keep that level in mind from the daily chart. Now let's transition to the hourly chart. When we look at the hourly chart in this currency pair, what do we see? Well, in trading this week, what we've seen is most of the price action trading below this blue line, the 100-hour moving average. We did test that blue line right here on Tuesday's trade. We moved actually a little bit above it, but that could not be sustained, and buyers turned to sellers, pushing the price down on Wednesday, or on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday. Thursday we had another down day, but more volatile, making that low against that trend line and that swing area. And trading here today, we've seen move to the upside, testing the low price initially from Wednesday's trade, and maybe this high price here. So we found resistance against that and moved to the downside. Also in trading here today, the high price stalled ahead of this falling blue line, which is the 100-hour moving average. And clearly, if the price is going to go higher, we need to get above that 100-hour moving average, then need to get above this swing area here, and followed by the 200-hour moving average, which is the green line in this chart. Until then, guess what? The sellers from all this move remain more in control. So be aware of that. In the shorter term, ahead of that 100-hour moving average, as we are below this area, we'll be watching. I'll probably be watching this level right here at the 0.6427 to get some sort of interday clues. This level again was the low price here. It was the high price here and low price here, and then we moved above it and tried to use support. So you look for these little nuances in the hourly chart, where the price action reacts or deflects or reflects from a certain area, and certainly the 0.6427 level is catching my eye ahead of the 100-hour moving average. Let's take a look at the New Zealand versus US dollar next, and I'll start with the same format, looking at the daily chart. And like the Aussie versus US dollar, a trend line came into play at the low price for this week, where the price tested the 61.8% retracement and got close to this lower trend line, the 61.8% retracement as of this move up from this 2022 low to the 2023 high. So it was a significant hold against that level and ahead of the trend line right here. And in trading here today, like the Aussie versus US dollar, the low price has remained above that low from yesterday and above the 61.8% target. So get below that level, get below the trend line. It opens the door for further downside. Stay above that level, and maybe there's a chance for a rebound. But let's look at the hourly chart to see what that is telling us. And like the Aussie versus US dollar, with the 100-hour moving average is stalling resistance. But unlike the Aussie versus US dollar, we did not get above the 100-hour moving average in trading this week. In fact, on Wednesday's trade, the market came up to that level and fell to the downside. And trading yesterday, the market came up to that level and fell to the downside. So the 100-hour moving average remains a key target to get to and through. If the buyers are to take more control, that level comes in at 0.59498. Let's call it 0.5950, but it is moving to the downside, so it's going to be an easier hurdle. On the downside, if we do break below this low, which represent the 61.8, it opens up the door for further downside momentum off the page there. So a battle going on between the 100-hour moving average and the 61.8% retracement off the daily chart here. We'll see how that resolves itself going forward. Maybe not today, but maybe next week, but that's what we have to look for. So there you go. Look at the Aussie versus US dollar and the New Zealand versus US dollar to kickstart your trading day in those currency pairs. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.